how about on communicating with your listener? Like, is there anything that is going to help us that you haven't maybe already stated on what we communicate or how we communicate or where we communicate with our own audience?
I think that it's, especially now with social media constantly changing the goalposts, constantly moving the goalposts and changing their algorithms. Social media is a very hard way to communicate because only a small percentage of your audience will see an organic post. And I still see it. I see links getting dumped into the void on various social platforms. And I don't think social media really translates to actual downloads. It's very hard. And to some degree, you want to have that presence and you want to be there to create engagement and generate some likes and generate some comments here and there. But by and large, to build your entire audience building strategy around social media, it's just not going to work because they're constantly changing. So how do you get around that? Like I said, have a presence and be there, but narrow it down to the network that you want to be on the most. Like Facebook, I've given up. I don't like Facebook and I don't want to be on there. So I stopped posting on there. I spend time on Instagram. I spend time on YouTube. I'll spend a little time on Twitter, but I ultimately am looking for the networks where I can still have an impact and I have fun doing it and I have fun creating the content. So in regards to communicating with your audience, social media strategies are definitely changing. You have to evaluate how much time you have to dedicate and if it's worth that time. Because if you are constantly just spending your days toiling away with organic posting on social media, you're wasting your time. This is time that you could spend getting better at your craft. This is time that you could spend being a guest on other podcasts. And this is really the hat that the hook that I've hung my hat on in regards to building an audience. Connect with other podcasters in your space and do mutual swaps. Go on their show and have them come on yours. Start building relationships with other podcasters, because what's going to happen is you build a little bit of a network. When you have someone on your show that was really good, you can then say, hey, you should go over on Adam's show because Adam's got a great concept and I think you'd have a great conversation with him too. So start looking at it from that aspect. And when you do go on other podcasts, you're communicating with a new audience every time. If you impact that audience, they will then look at your show, because instinctively as humans, if we get value from someone, we're going to look to see how we can get more value. And if you have a podcast, it's going to be, oh, cool. Well, I can listen to them every week. Subscribe. I'm clicking the button.
Yeah.
So that to me is the most powerful way to do it.